broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
By 20! By 20!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And oh, it coughed it up! And the Jets have recovered.
whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Edelman there, and now it's 3rd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 4 down. Wait, 20. Go!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to float this one deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 3-19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's probably feeling like he dodged a little bit of a bullet through the interception on the last drive and then the missed field goal, so no points.
Not only did he dodge the bullet, he can go back out there and flourish now. And I'll guarantee this, one of the leaders on the defense came off the field and told him, don't worry about it. You noticed? We got you.
And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
20!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Brady, and inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
By 20! By 10!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be fielded at the 8. Fighting him off. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. For New England, this is how they will line things up defensively. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's sharp. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether we'll wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
20! Like 20!
Looking to throw on second down. Brady throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a give to Smith. And some space here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Like 20! Like 20! Like that!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go! Like 20! Like 20! Like that!
They keep it with Smith on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A handoff to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll run with Smith. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
220, 380, set.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back.
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With Kidder here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
By 20. By 20.
Brady now on 1st down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
By 20.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
4 down. By 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Brady to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Brady. And Brown's got it for a New England touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And now out come the Patriots. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job. And in some...
And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Lutz now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. To throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now back to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wait 20. Out. Go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Brady now on first down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
To throw is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Wait 20.
Now Brady again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about
that.
Super toe. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
20.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On first down, Brady fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Yeah.
On the carry, here's Smith. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
All right, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brady now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, so you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. 3, 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Start offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The extra point up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Set. Blue line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Set. Green 39.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though. It
was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Patriots, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.